because they need the minerals and they need the gold because there's somebody who America pays. I'm not going to be talking about that part of the world and saying their names, but they are behind all of it. Is a part of it that's nobody's talking about, and that's why it's such a need for that. Like we are.
That's one like, and everyone else to focus. I'm doing that, but there's somebody on here saying that Morocco is just opening the seaport for get him, so that people can struggle and start creating a riot. You know,
Over here. That's what's gonna happen
I
because
understand they're all afraid to do anything. It just frustrates the hell out of me. Like, come on, man. This is something to support the brother. Open or say no to everything. Say no to everything.
they don't understand. They see. Okay, this is my thing. Y'all see what happened. This man rejected money from the UN or whoever else. They rejected money from France. They rejected money. They used their own resources to not only pay off their debt but build up their t-shirt. So the fact that they haven't even talked about it, like to say to support him, ECOWAS. That's what I'm talking about. I've never seen not one of them yet standing. They just look sour in the face when I see them. And he's doing they could have been done. So it's like they pulled their pants down and now they're exposed because money from these other people outside of Africa to continue keeping their own people in a certain state. They should it's so clear to see now. So nobody should be, feeling a kind of way as far as hesitant to make moves or whatever. They need to get those people out of there. Need to get those people out of there. That is the frustrating part, having to deal with your own, keep holding you back. You shouldn't have to fight your own the whole time you fighting your own people to get you shouldn't have to fight your own the whole time you fighting your own people to get them together, behind y'all back while y'all fighting.
Yeah, that is so true. And that's 100% correct. Yeah.
Man, it's crazy. But man, I pray every day for that man. I do. I pray for him. I light a candle for him. I ain't gonna lie. I want him protect his head. They feel like, oh, the blacks are taking back their land, the taking the land or stealing the land. I say that. That's what they say. They're stealing their land. I'm like, since when were you a native or an original to deport you? They can send you anywhere they want to send you. They can send you to Gitmo. They can send you to India. They can send you anywhere on the planet, and without anything that you acquired in the US, right?
Yep.
So what I'll take so
Sorry to cut you. It was just showing me that the whole thing about Trump wasn't really about immigration. It was all about race. I think they're afraid, so he's trying to get as many Caucasian as possible that he can get in this country. But what he doesn't understand is that it's not all the Caucasians that are really happy with these people coming here. Because if you call somebody a refugee, that gotta be a reason why they put them on when you have actually pulled a ban on refugee.
but you
Put
letting
and then all of a
so
sudden
you
you
kicking
bring
refugees out and you letting refugees
and they
in.
and allow line and they and allow line a refugee and they're all white. So it's all about race. And I just want people to wake up. Like, no. And I hate people who like, oh, the black America and stuff like that. No, this is about race. It's not about party anymore. It's not about
Well,
party. It's, you see?
I felt like Trump won because okay, we had a lot of issues here in the US, right? When it came to the Rainbow Coalition. That's what I'm gonna call the
Yeah, that's
alphabet
true.
mafia. So when all of this is going on, a lot of had issues with they changed definition of words. They've added on extra gender, confused children at a young age. So the YT people were all in the courts and they were fighting, fighting, fighting. I don't want my children learning this, blah 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 blah. So all this stuff was happening with them. And one of the main things Trump said that I really felt like presidency minus Elon paying for everything was that a man is a man and a woman is a woman. Now I
I
can't
100%. I agree.
I
That
Trojan horse situation because nobody saw Elon coming. I promise you, nobody saw that coming.
no.
And you have to remember, Elon has, I think, PayPal. and it's something else. But he has his friends also. He brought them out also because he had these very young kids. That's what they were saying that were going through people's information, happened to where people was losing money. It's just a whole bunch of stuff. But Elon has been behind all of this. Steve Bannon. I'm
Yep.
trying to think of these other white now. His presidency this time has been like really, really. It's been so extreme this time now that didn't have we didn't it didn't a lot of it. So even the food here, a lot of shortages are going to happen when it comes to food. A lot of stuff is happening now to a lot of people in the Midwest and just South America. Um, a lot of people just don't know. A lot of people are living in la la land still. So
Yep.
they
Right.
didn't prepare
Hi,
for.
guys. I'm not sure how to. I'm not sure how to say your name. The Hindahu Hussein. All right.
Yeah, um, concerning agreement that this our African
Dude,
leaders
I'm sorry. Do you want?
concerning agreement that this our African
Dude,
leaders.
I'm sorry. Do you want to go ahead and introduce yourself first, and then make your
Okay, yeah,
submission?
I'm
Yes.
I'm IG and the name is Ignatius. Yeah, yeah. I was yeah from with the revelations coming from and observing the things that is happening currently with our president Mahama. It got me alarmed. The Ghana-US agreement, which is called the Status of Forces Agreement, which the US clear lines or the US can impede them and they can get access to areas that no Ghanaian authority can challenge them. So it got me alarmed and I asked myself, so this our leaders of Africa, because football team or football players, when they see their opponent on the see something wrong with the players that are playing the ball, but when they are given the opportunity to come and play. So what is the issue? The issue is that I think you should intrude into the affairs of go with the our unity. If you don't take care, these things are going to undermine us. Go with the our unity. If you don't take care, these things are going to undermine us. Our unity. If you don't take care, these things are going to undermine us. So this UGCC, which the Akufo-Addo family, those ties with this British, French, or these foreigners. So every time they try to, at the long run, they will be pleased. So every time they try to, at the long run, they will be pleased or give overthrow Kwame Nkrumah. And it is revealed that there's really behind the overthrow of Kwame Nkrumah. And once again, you can also read that they will unalive any person or they want to terrorize Africa, use any agreement. And now that the president